years. Yeah, but he's still.
What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned.
Elegbete TV Radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen. You're listening to Elegbete TV and Radio.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Edafe Matthew. So you're going to have to call me the Elegbete One of Sports. It's time for us to have our show. Yes, our community needs to gather now and talk about all of the wonderful things that have gone on in the beautiful world of sports. But today we're going to focus on Manchester United more. A lot to talk about. Some of the players that have flopped at Manchester United. Manchester United now a club that destroys career. Did they just start, or it's always been like that? Wilfred Zaha, Deli Blind, Lukaku. You could also say Pola, Radima Falcao. Quite a few players well, but they went somewhere else and they did well. Angel Di Maria, Memphis, no they pay. Jordan Sancho, Anthony Martial. Some I can't blame Man United for. Let's be very fair and objective about it. But some I just sit where I am and I'm looking. Man United, you guys had something to do with this one. Right? And now Jordan Sancho is wanted by Paris Saint-Germain. I'm going somewhere with this. Jordan Sancho is wanted by Paris Saint-Germain and Hello Lukaku, Memphis Depay, Angel Di Maria, what's his name? Wilfred Zaha. Well, that one not to how we play Bosha, so I can't blame Man United for that one. Let's be honest. Let's not just blame anybody for anybody's Uborish, Dili Blind. Who again? There's Diego Forlan, who I never mentioned. Radima Falcao, who I never mentioned. Chris Smalling. Who didn't play well for Man United, but went on to do well for Roma in Italy, and just all of those things. And now the reason why I'm raising this is Jordan Sancho. Very happy to just let him go, but no, they are not. They are saying they must pay 50 to 60 million. That's what they want for the player. I don't have a problem with that as well. I mean, they know how much they pay for the player. They should make a little bit of money. Not everybody is going to be like Arsenal that likes to tear contract and just let players stick to what is possible. And if that happens, it means that somewhere in the whole it's not showing. I don't understand. Please, can everybody confirm to me that this thing is showing? Because if it's not showing, I'll just sign out. I know if they do this show, making the show. Hello guys, can you see me? Can you guys okay. I'm not sure if everybody's seeing me now. That's getting me scared. But the network is working. Everything seems to be on. I'm just feeling a bit feverish. Please, can somebody confirm to me in the comment section that they can see what? They can see me and then let me know if I'm doing something well. Okay. Okay, so they can see me. Okay. They can see me. Okay. Is it red? I thought this is orange. I'm colorblind. No, this is red. No. This one is red. This is red. This is not red. Okay, so they say my face show, but my shoe no show. My shoe no shine. I never wear shoe. Okay. All right, we're back. Right. Okay, so I'm thinking now. PSG want two players who have called out their coach, one club coach, the other one national team coach. How do you deal with that kind of situation? I mean, Luis Enrique is not a nice guy. Uh-huh. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sweating. The medication that I'm taking is making me sweat, and I can't even put on the AC because we're on the small gen. Okay, so I'm just thinking, is that a good move? To have a Sancho who have the tendency of calling out the coach, or a Victor Osimhen who have the tendency of becoming a volcano and erupting. So because what I'm saying is if these two players cannot find their place in Paris Saint-Germain, Dortmund does not have the money to sign Jadon Sancho. I think Dortmund know this wickedness because you can't take 100 million or 90 or 89 million and then you want the player to be sold back to you for 20 million. That's criminal now. That's robbery. Okay, but whatever it is, all of that. I need you guys to talk. But what makes it? Another question is what makes it difficult for players to settle at Man United? Because all of these players that I just mentioned earlier on cannot all be bad. From Radimal Fakal to Forlan to Smalling to whoever, they cannot all just be bad. Even Pogba. Some people say Pogba was a flop at Man United. I don't know. Man United fans will have to tell me that was Pogba a flop because in my own head, the performance that Pogba put up at Man United, if you're an Arsenal player, you put out that performance, I won't call you a flop. I would understand with you. I was like, okay, that's also good. He had his bad days, but I mean, it's okay, right? But some people said he's a Man United flop. I don't know if he's a Man United flop anyway. But all of this, why do players flop at Man United? It's a question that I need you guys to help me answer. There's quite a few questions that a lot of people want me to attend to. I will try my best to squeeze everything within the 1 hour of the show. Today is a Monday, like they say, Monday is business day, so you don't have to keep people too long on the show. I will try my best to stay within that 1 hour window, and we'll see how it goes from there. But having said that, let's look at some of the transfer gist or rumors that are going on in the beautiful world of football. The longest drawn transfer saga finally ended. I mean, the player have done his what's it called? I've done his medical. He might have landed in the US now. The plane is not a forever flight. So Paris Saint-Germain have an agreement in principle with 24-year-old English forward Jadon Sancho, but they must meet Manchester United asking price of about £50 million. Spain winger Nico Williams, who has a contract with Athletic Bilbao until 2027, has made a decision about his future amid links to Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain. Where is he going? I don't know. Arsenal's name is not mentioned there, so I don't understand where he's going. But what that decision is, nobody said. That's according to Marca in Spain. Manchester United could target one of the 26-year-old French right back, Nordi Mukele, 23-year-old Uruguayan midfielder Manuel Ugarte, or 29-year-old Slovakia centre-back Milan Skriniar. Okay, so for it's a Milan player anyway, in a potential swap deal for Jadon Sancho. So who wants Sancho? Come with this player. If not, we'll see. Manuel Ugarte and Sancho. That's a good deal. The Milan Skriniar and Sancho. I don't know if it's a great deal. What's it called? What's the other guy now? Nordi Mukele. I don't know that's a balanced deal anyway, but it's a player that Man United needs. So the most important thing is if I have what you need and you have what I need, it's a good handshake. That could just work well in the transaction. West Ham have opened negotiations over a deal for English right back Aaron Wan-Bissaka from Anambra, from Manchester United, who valued the 26-year-old in excess of 15 million. Okay, that's not too much. Manchester United have agreed a fee between 15 to 20 million to sign Moroccan right back Nasser Mazroui from Bayern Munich, but need to offload Wan-Bissaka first. Chelsea, for Man United fans, let's be all football fans who have seen Nasser Mazroui. What's the difference between Wan-Bissaka and this Mazroui? What's the difference? Is it World Cup performance, or what's really the difference that's making Man United? Because if you're signing players, like when I look at Arsenal, okay, looking to let Zinchenko go or Kivior go for Calafiori, that's an upgrade. That's progression, because you have to go from who Arsenal used to have in that corner. Then we now brought in the guy from Wales. Is it Wales or Scotland? The Scots guy, their captain, Kieran Tierney, and then we upgrade to Zinchenko, who had one good season. Let's not tear him down because he now start having loss of concentration, or probably the war in Ukraine affecting him. I don't know, but I'm not going to be able to tell Zinchenko that when he came in, he was needed and he did a good job. Just that there's a bit of distraction in his head right now, but football cannot wait for you to sort yourself out. So you have to sort yourself out, because this is what gets you paid, right? So, but I'm not going to tell you that. But then you now brought in Gerard Timbers, who I expected was going to be better than Zinchenko, but then got injured. Now Calafiori, from what we've seen, the analysis, the whole clips, the storyline about him, even though I'm worried about his injuries because Arsenal is a club that easily tend to make players get more injured. So I'm worried about that one. But from his game and all the whole movement and everything is a total embodiment of what Karantiani is, Zinchenko, Kivio, Tomiyasu, and all of them put together in one as Igbogbonishi. So better upgrade. I'm asking, is Mazuri a better player, an upgrade on Wan-Bissaka? Let's say is Zinchenko over Etienne. I really don't know. I mean, you guys will need to help me with this one. Chelsea have made contact with 26-year-old Juventus and Italy forward Federico Chiesa, who is also wanted by Tottenham. Okay, thank God they should sign that player quick because the whole linking him to Arsenal doesn't tire me. As much as I want somebody to come compete with Bukayo Saka in his position, I don't think Federico Chiesa is a guy. First off, he's injury prone. Secondly, he's a bit erratic. Sometimes he can go rogue. He's an agent of no nation. Okay, he can go rogue on you. He can do his own thing, and the kind of team that Arteta is building does not need that kind of player. The kind of team that Arteta is building needs a player that says, you know what, I will sacrifice my own desires for the interest of the team. Okay, that's why you see Trossard, for instance, who was a bit of a troublemaker in the summer club at Brighton, if I'm not mistaken, now playing for the purpose of the team and agreeing to sub on the bench sometimes, even when he's in the better form than Martinelli, and the both of them are competing for that position, which is very, very good for the club because it now makes everybody want to put in their best at all time. That's exactly what Arsenal needs on the right hand side too for Bukayo Saka, so that Bukayo Saka doesn't feel like, oh, you know what, I am the general. It's not like Bukayo Saka is not good, though, but you need a push. You need somebody to push him to the wire. That's just my own little thinking anyway. Well, Genoa are still pushing for a deal for the 3-year-old former Spain goalkeeper David De Gea, who has not played since leaving Manchester United in July 2023. My problem with David De Gea is that you were earning £350,000 at Manchester United, and you still think that every other person should pay you that one or more. Come on, what's wrong with you? Come on. And now you've not played for 1 year. Nobody's willing to pay you that one. It seems like football is leaving you gradually. At the end of the day, you will end up signing up for Udoji City or, Remo Stars or Beyond Limit at this rate. The Gea salary expectation, however, are proving to be a stumbling block in the negotiations. Aston Villa have submitted a loan offer for Manchester City's 28-year-old England midfielder Kevin Phillips. But then the player says, I want a complete deal. I want to leave Manchester City. You went there, big money, you couldn't fit in. He hangs on to the ball too much. At Man City, the first requirement is that you must play the ball out. And then there is a Okocha to your Oruma. Okay, there is a Rodri who plays in the exact position that he plays in. So it's hard to kick Rodri out. Rodri came in and kicked Fernandinho out, but you can't come in and kick Rodri. That one is Rock of Gibraltar. It's not easy to pull it out. Not be every rock that they knock head on. Okay. Barcelona are likely to sign Portugal right back João Cancelo 30 because of Manchester City's £25 million, which is 30 million euros asking price. Okay, so who will not sign him? Everton have agreed a deal worth about £22 million to sign 23-year-old Republic of Ireland defender Jake O'Brien from French club Lyon. Crystal Palace 21-year-old English winger Jesuron Saki prefers the move to Southampton over Leeds this summer. West Ham are willing to meet Monaco's 35 million euros, which is about 29.5 million price tag demand for 25-year-old midfielder Yusuf Fofana. That's a good player. Fofana have a verbal agreement to join AC Milan. Verbal. Without a contract is no agreement. AC Milan are closing in on a deal for the 25-year-old Brazilian defender Emerson Royal from Tottenham Hotspur. That bonus I play bonus. Arsenal are in pole position to sign Sweden forward Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon, with Liverpool not prepared to submit a bid for the 26-year-old. What's happening with Liverpool? This is not already the signs that Liverpool are going down. Man United is coming up. Well, they might surprise me. They might shock me. They might give me the kick on the butt. But until then, I wait to see it. I really do wait to see it. And I hope that they surprise me. There are too many clubs that I'm hoping that will surprise me, or too many players that I'm hoping that they will surprise me. A coach that I hope will surprise me actually is the new manager at Liverpool, and in Slot Braja. I hope he surprises me because as much as I don't think he would. I just hope he does surprise me. Now, that said, the Olympic is also on. Those of you who have high hopes on the Falcons, like I said at the beginning, there is no way in this world I am banking on them to do anything. Not because I don't like them, but I just don't think that we were in the right group and we understand what is really going on. So it's a difficult thing to say. Okay, there's a breaking news on Daily Mail. Say Man United make plans to replace Old Trafford with brand new 100,000 seater seat with £2 billion project set to be announced at the end of the year and completed by 2030. Well, I have had this conversation with my co-presenter, Bobby Ray Okaigwe, and his explanation is absolutely spot on. Okay, so initially I was saying, okay, moving to a new stadium, because I'm an Arsenal fan, we thought that moving from hybrid to Emirates will change the club, will turn us to title winners. We've gone 20 years without winning anything. Since we moved, we never win anything apart from FA Cup. Okay, we're struggling. We even move and then we couldn't even play in Europe anymore. So sometimes you look at all of this and say, new stadium does not equate success. Okay, Juventus moved to new stadium. Yes, they won things. Bayern moved to new stadium. They were successful. But not everybody. Atletico Madrid moved to new stadium. They won league title. But when you look, since Arsenal moved, Tottenham Hotspur have moved to a new stadium as well. Nothing is happening. You could say, okay, West Ham moved to the London Stadium. They've won the rejected cup of European football. But hey, it's one of those things where it is neither here nor there. It's 50-50 sometimes, okay? But we will see how these things move, whether it will work fine or not. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed and see how it goes. And for me, Man United is a big club. If there's any club that can pull that type of wonders, it is going to be Man United. And I think that the reason why, I may not know it all, but the reason why Sir Jim Ratcliffe, you know how, let me tell you one thing that I have come to know hanging around rich people and successful people. Most times they don't ever feel they are successful until they do something massive in their hometown or their country. So let me explain that to you. You see all these rich people, when they gather, and I'm in some WhatsApp group where they just told me, stay here, don't ever make a comment. And it's the hardest thing to do because I like to have opinion. To put me in a WhatsApp group and tell me don't ever say a word, it's crazy, but sometimes you just there to learn. And I noticed that when in their conversation, they always talk about, okay, so what have you done in your country? What have you done in your home? I guess that's why Dangote decided to put a refinery in Nigeria, apart from the business opportunity. But want to first biggest refinery in Africa is by a Nigerian who has been on the Forbes list forever. Even though we know that it's not the richest man in Nigeria, not talk of the richest black man. But hey, let's just leave that one. Then I will pay subscription. I get network. Okay, and talking about Dangote, these days if I watch Dangote video, they made me laugh. Like, I'm not mocking him, but it just make me laugh. Like for so many reasons, it just make me laugh. Like very soon we'll see Dangote in the Honest Bunch. Honestly, we'll see him in the Honest Bunch, and we're like, is it because I'm not Yoruba? Is it because I'm from the north? Am I Buhari? Am I the one that we might get to see him there. We never can tell. We might get to see him. Might even call us to come and interview him at this rate. But my own for Dangote will be saying, let me just digress a bit. All the time we as Nigerians they suffer. You know they get opinion. You're always quiet. I used to think that Dangote was deaf and dumb. I used to think that he had speech problem. I used to think that the man does not know how to talk. Because one thing that I know about rich people is that they talk a lot. They show you how they make their money, what to do to get money. But like I always say, there's no Nigerian rich person that can really come out and tell you how to make money. Because of the criminalities where they do to get their money. They're not going to really come out. Because the way they hear the Richard Branson, they brag about, oh, I was stranded in an island. And that story is repeated so much so that you just believe every teacher. I call Boeing, for you to even get access to be able to call Boeing, you don't get level now, right? But hey, I called Boeing, all those things. Jack Ma will tell you I applied for CIA, Harvard, this one, they rejected me, and then I did Alibaba. All these people, Elon Musk have an opinion everywhere. Jeff Bezos, even the one way like baby, Mark Zuckerberg have opinion. Our Nigerian rich people, Tony Lumelu, I just when you take picture anyhow, they post picture. If they brush your teeth, if they do gym, they're not going to talk the truth of how they really make the money. They can't tell you so this is how I started. I started selling, apart from $10, I started selling this one. All the rest not go fit. Now the truth. Because how they want to explain, say, and I government come manipulate. The one that they like, I can't tell you, say, like, what did that woman they always do? That woman way. I be Alakija, what be her name, sef? I Alakija, what be her name? I tell you, I was God, it was God, everything God. When a rich person don't put God for the conversation, you don't say that they lie. No, nothing sells a lie like using God to wrap it. If you want to sell a lie, just put God around that. Say that way. How did you become a successful YouTuber? It's God. I prayed. I was doing this thing. It wasn't working. And then I went on a 40 days dry fasting and I said, if I die, let me die. If I perish, let me perish. I pick some scripture from the Bible and use it confuse people. So, and I went to God in the place of prayer and I asked him, God, do you want me to continue to go on YouTubing? And God said, go, pursue, overtake, and you will receive my blessing. I will show you that this low number that you have today, you will see them no more. You have millions of subscribers, and all of a sudden come. I wash. Anybody who give you, that kind of testimony about how they succeed, I wash. But hey, let's just keep it going. So that's why Nigerians, and if we tell you the story of their success, I remember when we started. Let me tell you how we on the lower side of the spectrum, they fake. When I started, I was like, oh, I was sacked. I said, no, you shouldn't be that. That's not good. That's not good for your brand. You're trying to build a new brand. Don't ever say you were sacked. Say you left. You left your former place of employment. No, they sacked me. I started a YouTube. I did a YouTube content, and they sacked me for it. So that's no packaging. And then they package them. Tell them like that the way it be. Somewhere along the line, whatever you turn your sack situation into become your testimony. If you see faith too, no problem. After the sack him, he went on to fail in life. That's the story. But Nigerians package them. Aspire to aspire. People say, put your best foot forward. No, not my best foot. This is my best foot. My best foot is come the way that I am. So let's come back to football and see. So now, hypothetically, if Jadon Sancho goes to Paris Saint-Germain and then towards the end of the transfer, because I think that drama will happen. Towards the end of the transfer, Antonio Conte tells Aurelio De Laurentiis, say, look, this Victor Osimhen, when you take do money laundry that time, say when you buy her for that 80 million, it's not worth it. So now I don't want him in my team. If you want me to coach this team and take you to the place where you want us to go to, you have to sell him. Again, this is the highest any player in the league. It is not good to have a second highest any player in the league not playing. So I'm not going to play him. Give me the striker, the Lukaku that I need. The kind of ball I want to play is Lukaku that I need. I don't need this one that his drama is too much. He's doing choir master inside the field and bus conductor. He was a former bus conductor and selling gala on the street. I don't want you to come and sell gala here. And then Aurelio Lorenz then go back and call Khalifa. Hey, Khalifa, that thing you've been talking about half an I think I will do any way you want now. And the way you want. Don't worry. Anyhow way you want, I just bring up. And then they sell him. So there is Jadon Sancho and then there is Osimhen in Paris Saint-Germain. Playing under Luis Enrique. I don't say that guy, he one side of the brain normal, one side now, there goes Simeone. They go punch each other for dressing room. I'm just saying it. That one is sorted. As a Man United fan, you saw Jadon Sancho at Dortmund last season. Would you want Man United to sell him? If they do, if you say yes, who fits into that position, that left side? Because you're not selling Rashford. And as stubborn as Jadon Sancho is, in my opinion, currently on current form, on today's form, is better than Rashford. Because Rashford doesn't seem to be interested anymore. Like the last days of Andrea Shavin at Arsenal, he doesn't seem to be interested anymore. To him, I never want to play a game. When I just pay the salary, so far on Thursday, make I know say they don't give me a lot. I pay my tax and then I move on. Right? So, who would you rather want to have? Sancho or which of the two? One is slow poison, be like silent mess inside boss. We're not getting window. Everybody go feel up. That is Rashford. The other one is just Rascal. Is Tarantula. Okay. Who would you rather want to have in your team? Because let's not forget that Manchester United have a history of having crazy players. Eric Cantona, Andrew Kashevskis, Mark Hughes, Ray Kay. Crazy players. It's not a new thing to Manchester United. Already this generation of coaches are just trying to say everybody should be robotic, which is not possible. Who would you rather have? Now, former Arsenal fan, let me shift a bit to Arsenal. Calafiori, which is the longest drawn transfer saga, unless Ugarte will beat it now, or Osimhen will beat it, is now a done deal. Like it or not, it's a done deal. Who comes in next? Fabian Ruiz, Victor Gyökeres, what's the other one? Mikel Merino, woes? Who comes in next? And in all of these players that they are calling, there is nobody in the Bukayo Saka position. And 75 or 70% of Arsenal's attack comes from that position. At this point, who would come next after Calafiori, and how should the progressions of the signings in the list that are available? Okay, there is Mikel Merino, there is Fabian Ruiz. You cannot get the two of them anyway. There is also Victor Gyökeres and a possible other ones that will join. How should they go? At Man United, Rashford or Sancho, who should be kicked out, who should stay, and what is your reason? Please apply it in the comment section. Let's have some fun. I mean, I tried today that it's going to be a lot about your comments than any other thing, and I'm going to try my best to also start to end the show by 10 o'clock. But it's up on you right now. If I read all the comment with you, this show go end in the next 5 minutes. So it's up to you to decide. On behalf of Nonso Ibanga, I want to say massive thank you to everybody who credited his account last weekend. Okay, when it was suggested by what's it called, by Reginald, I know that it would put this much smile on anybody's face. Like, I mean, you don't see those things coming, right? Okay, so you just sit where you are. You're like, okay, let's just do it because a fan suggested it, and you don't want to come across as rude. You understand? You don't want to come across as rude. But we suggested it. We did it. The first one, the second one. This one is growing bigger, and I hope one day will go. We're able to do more than this for people. But it was very, very nice. Thank you very much, Edijala Fuma. Thank you to everybody who contributed. And so said, I no expect them at all. I no take this for granted at all. God bless you, sir. And plenty thanks to Ufoma and to every member of the Elegbete TV sports community. God bless you all. I'm reading from Nonso. I mean, I think he should be on the comment section saying appreciation of his own to you people, not necessarily me. I'm not supposed to be holding brief for him. What's it called? I'm not supposed to be speaking on his behalf. He should be able to come out and speak to you guys and say I'm grateful. They say thank you is the best way to ask for more. That doesn't mean that he's the person that we're going to pick for the last Friday of next month. But we just have to be very, very sure that we also teach people to be grateful for what they do. Yeah, so many questions along the line about the Ikorodu City project that we want to do. This one is coming from Abi. Olabi says, Idafe, this Ikorodu City project that you're going to do, how are you planning to do it? Are we going to be getting updates of the matches every week? Is that not already being done by their social media team and all that? Please throw some light into it. And why did you choose Ikorodu City? I think I've explained this before, but let me just throw more light to it. So if you've been following me, I'm not much of a heavy thinker, like, sit where I am, let's take this thing over analysis. The causes paralysis. That's one of the things that I'll take from all those church people. I'm not really too good with overanalyzing things. The way I look at things is, if it comes to my head and I say, okay, you know what? I think this is a good idea. I think this idea is a good idea, and it's in line with the paradigm, the position of this company or our project, then I go for it. Now, as I'm going for it, we could change. Let me give you a good example. When we started around the MPFL, we expected certain kind of like reach, engagement. We didn't get it. I will stop. We still have a lot that we recorded that we've not put out. But I just told my producer, say, please, stop wasting your time, breaking your back. It costs a whole lot to do all this. Yes, I agree, but we can move on from it and move on to something else. And that's where the whole idea of, okay, you know what, let's go to Europe. Because for as long as we want to do all of these amazing things, the numbers are not matching up to what we are doing, we will jettison it. We'll find somewhere else. Because again, people get paid. I raise money. I grew up in debt. Some people might not even agree to pick my calls anymore because, I mean, it's a regular, push to, oh, let's do this. Hey, send me 100,000, 500K, 200K. Yeah, some I paid. I mean, almost everybody that I pay back. But, sometimes in this kind of economy, you don't want somebody coming to you. But the Ikorodu City, I had promised Toby before. When Toby first started, I promised him that I would use media. That what would sell his club the most to attract the attention of more sponsors is media. And I told him I'll use my platform to push for them. They were in the lower league. I wanted to do something at the time. The person that I sent to go do it didn't do it well, so I didn't bother to put it out. Then I gave somebody else again the job, and he was overpricing himself on the job that I wanted him to do. So I just called that one off. The reason anyway was that it was not coordinated as a business person. So I just called him off. But this time when they got promotion, we were in Uyo, and one of my guy works with them too, my Jamila Adelache, and he was selling the idea to me that, bros, we need your hand in this team. If you can just help us, you know how when you put your signature on something, everybody jump on it. I was like, okay, I will try. I mean, Ikorodu City, my problem with Ikorodu City, and I keep saying it, is that they don't have the numbers that I need. Okay, good. Currently, they have 19,700 followers on Twitter, which is fantastic, but they still don't have the numbers that I think I need, but I would do it. So one thing led to the other. I called my producer. I said, "Come, can we do this project? Can we jump on this Ikorodu City and do a documentary?" We brainstormed and we got to a conclusion that, look, listen, let's do like the all or nothing style thing that I've always wanted to do for clubs like Enyimba, Rivers United, that I've been pushing for a while now, and see where it goes. And the normal questions, so how do we fund it? Do they have enough following? What's the view going to be like? Can we get up to 10,000 views for each of the episode that comes out again? Because that's like the return on the investment, time, money, effort. It's gonna be hard. Traveling on the road, sleeping in uncomfortable places, all of those things, eating uncomfortable food, stooling, and my producer said, we will never know unless we do it. I said, okay, that's a good one. So I signed up on it, and I've been getting a lot of reaction. Like, let's say, for instance, I put a poll, and this is scary. I put a poll on Twitter for people to vote. Only 709 people engaged it. Okay, but for the voting, it's going to expire in the next 1 hour, and you have a 6,800 engagement generally. But I'm still worried. 33 comments, 43 retweets, 111 likes. The numbers are not encouraging. Again, that's what you get with an MPFL product. But we will never give up. So again, the why. Ikorodu is closer. Like, Ikorodu is closer to us than, let's say, we're doing something in Enugu. I wanted to do Enugu Rangers last season, but they were not sure. They were not sure of giving us a few things that we're asking for. Provide us an accommodation in your camp, and then agree that we'll be traveling with you. Then I'll take care of the bill for my crew. Two or three of them, they couldn't. So I ended it up. So Ikorodu is close by. We don't have to go stay with them. We don't have to go to their camp. We can always go for their away games. Their home game is in Lagos, so it does look good. If we do it, the flip side of it is, if we do it and it works well, a lot of other people would want to go. A lot of other people would want to do it. So I'm not, one of those things that I tell people is, I'm not an exclusive guy. Oh, let it be only me that is doing it. No. I want to do things that would inspire other people to say, because if I do this, let's go and do it. Let's do it to grow the ecosystem. Because the bigger the ecosystem, the better for us. What Alibaba did in comedy is the reason why, Hey, look at basketball living in Banana Island. Let's be very honest. Which other job he would have done in Nigeria that would give him the opportunity to stay in Banana Island? Look at AY. Look at all the other comedians and the life that they live. So it's not just for exclusive few, it's for people in the ecosystem. So somebody has got to make that sacrifice to be able to grow the ecosystem and help everybody go. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. Olami, thank you very much for the question. This one is coming from Reginald. Reginald said, I am so impressed with the consistency with which you guys have done the monthly contribution. Again, it shows that you are a man of character, and the way you've conducted it has been so nice. Some other people will say pay to me and I'll give the money out, which would bring a whole lot of suspicion, but you've also been very transparent with it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much also, Reginald. I want to ask you this question. What do you consider success as a YouTuber? Using yourself in comparison to Fans Tribe in Nigeria and AFTV in the UK, United States, and ESPN FC and the other major YouTube channel. What do you classify as success? Success is relative to dream. Okay, so if I am this cup, this is my size, this is my dominant size, my maximum. Success is when I get to the brim. When I get to this brim, this is success, right? I'm speaking in parable, I'll break it down. If I'm a drum and you take a full of this cup and pour it inside the drum, it's still failure, right? So it's relative to dream. What is my dream? What's my ambition? What's the reason for going on this place? And dreams can be adjusted as we go, right? So relative to Fans Tribe, I love what they do. Their numbers are great. They're up there. Fantastic guys, and they're my very good friends. They support me. Like I always say to you guys, the thumbnail for the Sunday Lisa interview, the one we had before, they called me and reached out to me like, bro, so don't like this thumbnail, want to change it for you. They did it on their own and send it again. That's again another to show that the younger generation are loving each other more than the older generation that created a system where everybody's at war with each other. So that for me is fantastic. So success is when you're able to build a community that is united on purpose. Okay, that's united on a purpose to achieve goals. And let's say, for instance, the once every month giveaway that we're doing now is powered by the community. Yeah, do I also contribute money? Yes, I do. But it's not me. It's not coming out of my pocket like, doing everything. It's everybody. That's a collective. That's success on this part. Then as a channel, I think that once we get past the 100,000 subscriber mark, I'll begin to look at this as a success, because then the numbers will start, the channel will start paying for itself. Once we get past any YouTube channel, any content creator that's past the 100,000 mark, the channel should start paying for itself. That's why I say it. It's like raising your children to the point where they start working. But from now till when we get there, it's always going to come from my pocket. I'm always going to run scatter, try to pay for the light, try to pay. I mean, that's the big generator backup, for instance. We can't replace it now because it's about 900K or so to replace it, and I don't have that money right now. So we're dealing with a small generator that can carry the AC, for instance. So once it starts paying for itself, it is success. Relative to Fans Tribe or AFTV, I don't think that I built my channel looking at, okay, I look at them, what they are doing, what I can copy, what I can apply, adapt, but I don't look at it like, these are my competition. No. Would I want to be like them? I don't even see it like that. Let's be very honest. I don't say like, I want to be like them. I just say that, I'm a storyteller. My channel is about storytelling. It's not really about banter. It's about, storytelling is what I really want to do. I'm a cinematographic sports content creator. That's what my mind is on. Do a lot of podcasts, do a lot of reportage, covering of event, tournaments, and then tell a lot of stories from our legend, retired, and active players. That's what my channel should be known for. Again, every channel does not have to be the same. So that's where we are. So for me, success is when this channel start paying for itself. It is a success. This one is coming from Steven. It's the first time you're sending me a message. Steven says that, hi Daffy, you didn't go to the Olympics. Can you please share the reason why you didn't go for the Olympics after seeing the success of your trip to the African Games? So the Olympics was a different one. First off, 2 years before the Olympics, the accreditation portal closed, and then I applied for another one. They sent me a concession portal for media, but when I got it, I applied and I got the accreditation, provincial accreditation, which you're supposed to take to the embassy to go get your Schengen visa to go to France, to Paris, and all that. But I didn't have the funding, and I know that if I'm going to go to Paris and do a good job, I need at least 3 of my crew, me and 2 other crew members, okay, or the 5 of us cannot go, and we're not able to. Normally, it's supposed to be the 5 of us, so those covering, what's it called? Teresa covering basketball, Joy, hovering around every other sports, Kalajaye and Jamil doing videos and pictures, and then myself doing shows and all that, doing reporting, doing voice pop, doing interview. But the price tag to make that possible came down to 45 million naira. You can only do that if you have a sponsor. We don't have a sponsor. Like I said, if we were 100,000 before now, 100,000, and we'll be running for a while, we would have saved up close to $50,000 to be able to execute it. So we didn't have it. And again, going to Europe in October. So I'm looking, why sweat yourself? Do this one and then you come back and then you go. No. So we will do that. Me and my producer go to Europe in October. Hopefully, we're still trying to raise the money. That's the reason why we didn't go to the Olympics. It's not because the Olympics is not important. It's the biggest collective sporting event in the world. Who wouldn't want to be at the Olympics? I think I want to be, but at this stage we're not there. That's why we're not able to do it. Thank you very much for your question. Let me go to the comment section of the channel. P-Man says, good morning, boss. I am casually ready for the show. Lami say money, boss. Money to you. Lord Mayor says, that time go in the Pesha. I just tired after Spain scored us yesterday, but our girls their best, but not good enough. Tosilima says, good morning, fams. Watching Chelsea Celtic highlight yesterday, it was a show of shame from the backline, and the owner still wants Shaloba not be jujubi that, and he put his hand on his head and he do like a bill. Well, Tosilima went on to say that Spain match was so painful yesterday. The guys tried, but the Spaniards were too much to contain. Lamere says, last Falcons crashed out. When will Nigeria produce quality players that can compete on the world stage? Now, wow. And so Ibaga says, good morning, everyone. We are here. Ekuna says, not sure, probably network issue for your side. Arole Ayodeji says, I didn't you. Pima says, showing. Can I say showing now? Damila Ibrahim Abiadu says, showing. Lamila Mary says, showing. Delaro say, oh, you're here today. Good. He said, I can see you, Baba. Continue. But Pima says, you wear red. I'm so sorry. I can see you. Jesus Christ. It's too plenty now. Akana says, he's working with your red top. Okay. Lord Mayor says, Juliet Bauer say Nigeria can defend but can't score. Zambia can score but can't defend. Make we tap from Zambia. Make Zambia tap our own defending. I say, Abi Orange. Okay. Let me say, what is your opinion on Cesc Fabregas as a coach? Do you think it will make a world-class coach? It's not what I think. It's about what he's able to show. Right? He's not even the head coach. He's the assistant. The way he talks, Spaniards are good coaches. Spaniards are good coaches because it's going to be a little bit controversial this time. I'm going to say that, but Spaniards are a lot better thinkers, in the football space than the English people. English are not good coaches anyway. So in coaching, you have to think well. Thinking takes a lot of processing to do, takes a lot of analysis in your head, and then bravery. People who fight with the bull on a regular basis, that they can coach very, very well. So I think that given time and progression, he'll be able to do it. But in coaching, it's not what I think. It's about what he's able to show. So let's give him time. And time would always tell whether he will be a good coach. But if you've gone under the coaches that he's gone under, from Wenger to Pep Guardiola to Jose Mourinho and the others that he's played under, he must have sponged off some things, magneted some things, and then become a man of his own. And players who play in his position make some of the best coaches in the world. Why not? He can. Joseph Smith said Pogba was a big flop. Well, in your opinion, like I always say, I wouldn't call him a big flop because it's hard. When he came to Man United, that period they also won some things. They won Europa, if I'm not mistaken. They won League Cup, was it FA Cup? So I'm not going to completely call him a big flop here. The only thing they didn't win was the league title. They won every other title. Every other title Pogba won with Man United. So I won't call him a big flop. If you call him a big flop, what will you call Sanchez? Alexis Sanchez at Man United, who finally came and destroyed the club. The I say this ladies Spaniard are good, man. Our ladies tried their best, but it wasn't good enough. Welcome back home in advance to them. Lord Mayor say, Joseph, please, Pogba have a good career. He is not a flop of a player. Our expectations too much. No be everyone go be Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. Demola Abiodun Ibrahim says, I think Ten Hag just like going for his ex-players. That's why he's going for Mazuri, because I don't think he's better than Wan-Bissaka, maybe going forward. Okay, Olafat say, boss, good morning. Mazuri isn't an upgrade on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. They are just the same, but the difference is that Aaron Wan-Bissaka can tackle more than him. ETH is just going what he always do in taking his former loyalist. Okay, he's assembling his own gang, and we'll see if he works. If he works, he works, but sometimes this type of things doesn't always work the way you expect them to. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see if it would work for him. They could sign any other player, but I just don't think that Masuri is the guy. I mean, I've seen him play, watch his game, not completely sitting here and saying he's not a good footballer, because also he's played the football that was seen, but there's something just in me that says that this guy not be the guy. If you want to change Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and we all agree that he can't go forward from day one, but he's a very solid defender. If you want to bring in somebody, you're not bringing somebody in the Marcelo, Roberto Carlos, the Cafu kind of level where those people don't market themselves, unless they want to go Beragran and go bring them. But you know what I'm saying? You need to bring an upgrade that's really better. But well, we'll see. Since there is loyalists and people who understand him, since it takes rocket science to understand Eric Ten Hag, let's see what happens with it eventually. The line one says Osimhen and Sancho in the same team. I think Enrique can handle it because he seems like a ruthless fellow. He is. Tosin Lemade said that Dangote matter. I laugh when I hear him. Imagine this is the same man that has benefited from government policies for over a decade, from the time of OBJ to Yaradua to GG, even under Buhari 1 and 2. Alphabet says the Falorosha, I heard that name I was trying to remember. Christopher Mattis say Coach Charis also tells the stories. Yes, that's another man who tells the story. You see how that man, when he tells the story, it's easy to believe, and there's been consistency. Some kind of wealth will just happen by accident. I mean, you cannot tell me that God did it because He gave you oil where of a nation, the national wealth. They cannot give you. You got to become richest woman. You got to make noise. That's not. You can't tell me that. No, that's not prayer. There's criminality to in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country where you go get something illegally. They go transfer the wealth of the state to you illegally. You call the caller God. Say God did it. God not do nothing. God did nothing. Well, as for Tosin says, lyrics change now. Baba done the true tantrums. Now he is using media to vent his anger and displeasure. Now the economical benefit they are preaching, but not talking about the previous benefit from government and all that. Okay, so one of the things that bothers me about the Dangote lamentation is you're telling me that you're that rich and all your business strategy is banking on government bending the rules for you. Like you didn't do feasibility study to know whether you can get crude oil from Nigeria or where you can get your crude oil. Now, all of a sudden, that is telling us that all the crude oil, all the diesel, all the fuel that they've been importing to this country are bad one. Your cars, they use and say so. All your trucks, now those fuel and diesel that they use. So you're telling me that you confidently, as a successful businessman, you've been using bad products. And one of the things that I hate with sales speech is, if you're going to sell a product to me, before I started this show, FCMB called me and they were trying to sell product for me. But the stupidity of the sales speech, I cut the girl off. Okay? Don't damage other people's product to sell your product. Now what you cannot go ever do politics, because in politics, somebody else have to be bad for you to be good. Two good people can stand side by side. I can say, you're a good man, I'm a good man, but this is what I want to do. What you want to do, I don't think is also bad, but let's give the people the option to decide. And if they don't take me, I'll be fine to say, you know what, I already see what is good in your plan, so I can sit back and support it. That's where, but that one not for politics. The only person I saw did that was McCann, the guy that contested against Obama, if you remember. When that woman told him to Obama is a terrorist and this, I said, no. He's an American, very, very rare cases you have that. So I don't like marketing speech where all of a sudden, because your refinery is not working now, we have been told that our cars have been damaged by the fuels. When we don't import fuel? Well, you're not part of the people where they support the importation of fuel before. All of a sudden now you want to be the crusader for the masses. Don't crusade for me when because say something they go wrong with you. Crusade for me because you are in a position, elevated position to crusade for me. I can understand that one. But don't crusade for me because you want benefit. When you do in short, but let's not even talk about that. And I suppose now we'll talk for the show. What's it called? The line say most of our rich men's wealth can be traced to the government at some point or the other. That's why they usually talk about God. Meanwhile, our motivational speaker will be telling us to look up to them. Look up to Nigerian rich man. You will fool yourself. Sam Sports TV says, as a Man U fan, I still prefer Rashford to Sancho. Really? Well, like you said, as a Man U fan, so let me leave it like that. Professor Aroture Ego, yes, PSG, extraordinary. Rashford no one play ball again. No. Make them try buy one Korokwe bus for the guy. Make it they go hustle. A double decker bus in it. Or make them open fish pond or good business. Meanwhile, I want to start fish pond business now. Now you want to good make Rashford take my business. Be coming down shoe. I want to monopolize too. I beg. You don't want my bill like Dangote. Don't go let her take my hustle. Or make the open fish pond business for the guy. Them not the first person to play ball. I also want to say, Shifu, make them credit my account too. Jeez. After this show now, I'll come beg you money. Ekene says, Elegbete no vessel. I heard a line from Mikel podcast. Now talk so go soon finish versus go soon finish also. All these podcasters just the talk unnecessary. What's the line? I know where's the thing where you talk? Those they say in terms of form, Sancho gets the mood, but Phil Rashford would hit form next season. So you're betting on hope. Sancho might struggle again, and finally the bad blood with Eric Ten Hag is still there. So Rashford for me, okay. I think your reason is good, but Rashford, when he's not going to be there when you need him, and he's earning that big money, 350k a week, now they pay Rashford. Though. Ekene says, when will this giveaway reach me? You cannot tell you before, say the people there abroad, you're not going to reach you now. The line of just say Rashford, Martial should even go before Sancho. I thought ETH and Sancho already set to settle well. Instead of keeping Deadwood, Man U still has Evans, that guy that came from Villa during Fergie. Motherland NG says that Mikel Merino should be next for Arsenal. A box-to-box midfielder, he can contribute to the team in attack and defense, and he is a capable replacement for Granit Xhaka, who I believe they missed last season. Why are you writing in capital letters though? Ayola Ayodeji says Paris Olympics opening ceremony is arguably the greatest ever. Which opening ceremony could rival Paris? London had the late Queen and James Bond skydiving into the Olympic Stadium, etc. I don't know. I don't like the Paris opening ceremony. It was boring. It was flat. It was. I don't know. I agree that you like it, but the greatest opening ceremony, I've seen a lot now. Have you gone back and watched the clip of the Los Angeles 1984 Olympics? I'm not sure they not born you that time. Well, I know she sang all night long. There's a whole lot of opening ceremony. I like the London opening ceremony. I like Beijing opening ceremony. I like the Barcelona opening ceremony in 92. I like the 88 one in Seoul. I like Athens own, showing us the ancient where the Olympic came from, the home of the Olympics. I liked it. Atlanta 96 was also beautiful. It's colorful, was nice. I don't think I like this Paris. I don't know. Maybe I was bored. It was all over the place. Okay, the first time they are now hosting an opening ceremony inside the stadium, but it was at some point France were doing too much to show us what we already know. Who never go Paris? Who never go France? Like there's too much. You therefore just carry us go Garden or carry us go Garden List, carry us go Oli Airport, carry us go to Charles de Gaulle, everywhere. Just they put us everywhere. More don't know. Carry around about all those people places where people sleep for train station. Therefore you go show us everywhere. More don't say now advertising for Paris. It was too much. They were overdoing, in my opinion, no, but if it's the best for you, it's fine. Now, so about as LL family, it was a swell weekend. Get so much love from you all. Big thanks to all from the initiator of the gesture, which is Reginald, to those who credited my account, and generally to the sports community. I sincerely appreciate you all. So, Nasai Ibanga have come here to show his appreciation to you people. So nobody should come and tell me that he's even ungrateful again. Lord Mayor, one of our boxer failed dope test again. What is this feeling of dope test that is so common amongst us? We don't know the rules anymore. Well, you see, failing of dope test in athletics, in sports, is always very funny. The medicine you take that they say you fail, so I was telling a friend, I said if Shakiri was a Nigerian, she could not fail dope test. Shakari, I believe her name is. That girl when they run, like who they push moto. No, there's no way now. She could not fail dope test. But the thing is, there is just the whole isolation of certain countries where they don't see you now. When I not get federation or sports ministry, we go fee fight for her. Because the drug where they say she fail, so not be drug where person they fail. Like furosemide, I better they call that. I don't know all this medicine name, but that be drug. That not be drug. Not just medicine for treatment and all that. But hey, no, now the way the Olympic movement dey. If you just want to disqualify you now, don't come see if you want to. There's nothing you can do. So I don't even feel push that one again. So more will leave her like that. I want to say which kind of team be this now? Falcons don't finally come out. I go rest now. What's yourself? Actually, you tell me say yeah, you're not gonna move. Worry, Nigerian football. For as long as you're a football lover, Nigerian football will move you. You know how you be. You know how many times first I'm not gonna watch Super Eagles again. I'm done. I never even go back to where I break up with. But for Super Eagles, you know how many times I don't break up with them and they go back. I go even carry my bag, travel, they go to them. My brother said, bros, are we going for this one? Sure, he said we'll not do it again. So my brother, the love for this team, man, get the way they do me, get the way it do me. Let me say, I think Arsenal will go for Mikel Merino and a winger across the attack, but I would prefer number 9. Let me say, Professor Ego, we still get hope small. We need to beat Japan. Okay, Olafat say for me, I think between Ruiz and Merino should come in to ease the flow along Saka's side. Because when Xhaka was there, Martinelli got 15 goals and it eased the workload on Saka. Olafat say if probably Arsenal get Gyökeres, I believe there would be a winger coming in. So Jesus can move to support Saka if he's fit, and Waneri if it's not a big game. But if not, then Pedro Neto is needed. Just Arsenal go sign that Pedro Neto. I'm not sure. I don't know, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure that Pedro Neto conversation. I don't know if he will be signed anyway. Alpha Baye says, good morning, bros. Good morning to you. You are right about the Spaniards being better coaches. Alpha, I want to say Guardiola, Debescu, De La Fuente, I think Cesc will do well. Alpha say ETH took 4 goalkeepers to the preseason, but in 2 games now, I've used only Onana for the 2 games. Is it that there is no other goalkeeper, or it's that is afraid to put him on the bench? I really don't know. As a coach, let him do his thing. Chris LM says, good morning, Elegweta. Good morning to you. The Falcons played well, but lacked the killer instinct in the front of the goal. Jerry Sampson says, bros, good morning. Good morning to you. I want to get married, but this economy, they fear me seriously. Things too expensive. So what is your question? What am I supposed to say? You've not raised the question. You've not asked anything. I don't know what you want. Okay, I say a quick question, Uncle E. My sister, how you doing? Which EPL team will win the title this season? And you will be shocked, sir. Which EPL team will win? Chelsea. If Chelsea wins it, I'll be shocked. If Man U wins it, I'll be shocked. If any team aside Man City and Arsenal wins it, I'll be shocked. I'll be very, very shocked. The shocker of all shocker, that one will just burn me out, is if Spurs wins it. Okay. For me, it's easier for Nottingham Forest to even win it than Spurs to win it. But let's see how I go. Leo Ode says, Bonjourno, it's been a while, boss. It's been a while, but I do follow your show. You know, they comment. If you follow, the comments too. Sometimes live and sometimes after the live. Work not the let person get time. I understand, bro. Focus on the work first. So family demands plenty. African tax is the highest tax in the world, though. But anyway, I saw on today that Osimhen he left. I saw on today that Osimhen as he left at, and don't, bros, rewrite this thing. Well, like say you they think in Italian and they write in English, or you think in Lokoja, in Kogi, or Benue and write in English. I don't know. I know that Ayodeji says, I think the English are too biased and believe they are hype. Graham Potter, Lampard come to mind. As Eddie Howe is fantastic manager. Is Eddie Howe a fantastic manager? No. It seems that the best among the rest. It's not a fantastic manager, just an average English manager, to be very, very honest. Let me now say, John McCain, my favorite American politician, God rest his soul. Fact TV say hello, what? Okay, that's my beautiful daughter, Precious Omori there. Yemi Dynamite says, Ekene and other diaspora make we protest to. It not go work. It not go work. It will not work. Your protest is not working. It say the next Olympic opening ceremony will be major production as Olympic is going to the entertainment capital of the world. I agree with you. Arola, did you say where we can assemble for the protest? Okay, they're not the protest. Arotire Ego says, at Lord Mayor, I know watch again. I don't tire. Leone says, I mean, if their team, I don't know how true is this. Left out of his team. The coach said no one time. Now the coach already told say no one time. So he has to find a club. Like I said, he has to find a club because to the coach, he's already surplus to requirement. Alaba say, boss, what's your take on BB Niger commencing during these hard times? And is it something you can advise someone to go and participate? Hold it. BB Niger is a 5 billion naira business. Right? In case you don't know, it's a 5 billion naira business. It's a franchise as well. And some people have paid for it. They choose to do it. I've also had a daughter who go there and contest, and she's living well. I've not been a fan of BB Niger. My friend, Ofuneka, I've gone there like in the early days. I also have a friend who's successful from winning a reality show, Timi Dakolo, in 2007. And I know a lot of, the industry I am means that I meet a lot of these people who come from reality show. Reality show is not a problem. You say in this hard time, and then that's an opportunity for a collective group of Nigerians to make a living. You think they will not go? No matter what I say, like I always say, I don't hit my head on a rock because I'm not going to get a chance to survive. So I'm not going to sit here and talk about Big Brother Nigeria. It's a business already. It's already an established business. It runs. So there's no window for me to have a conversation whether I like it or I don't like it. I've always said I'm not going to sit in my house and I'm watching Big Brother Nigeria or at any time. No, it doesn't excite me because I do watch other reality shows. I do the Masked Singer, Guess the Tune, Big GT, AGT, American Idols, all these ones that have also become stale because it's the same thing. It's become monotonous. It's stale, right? But I don't have a problem with Big Brother Nigeria. I don't have a problem with who goes there. What the platform turn you into, if you come out and you become Chris, like Sisi or somebody else, that's your business. But if it takes you from point A, if it moves the eye of the needle in your family, your economy, your life, it's fine. I have friends who have gone down. Kenan is my friend. Kenan is my friend. I mean, there's a whole lot of people that have gone there and come out, and then some of them are my friends. Some work for businesses that I know. Some, are still trying to find their feet. I don't have a problem with Big Brother Nigeria. I just think that it can be a major conversation. It's just a side dish, okay? Who wants to go can go. Who don't want to go, my business. Ibrahim Abela said, "Good morning, boss," and the family will beating Japan qualify the Falcons to the next stage. So there's supposed to be a third best team. So we'll be like the Cote d'Ivoire of AFCON. We'll be able to qualify if against the standing other teams and we are up there, we'll qualify good. But it's a gamble. It's So the last roll of the dice. We need to be there with a certain number of scoreline. We didn't concede too many goals in the 2 games. We considered 2, 1 goal here, 1 goal here. So our goal deficit is low. If we can score, beat Japan like 3 goals or so, we'll be in the running. We could also still win 1-0 and still be in the running, depending on the result of other teams. So it's not off. But Japan won't really beat Japan. Okay now. Tosilema says Atarola Udoji na London Bridge make una gather. We go use DSS take arrest all of una as the sponsor of the protest. Leo they say boss Yusuf Wahala. I the comment. Now you know the comment. I know they see your comment after. What? So tomorrow, last time we were in Ghana, we visited Right to Dream Football Academy. So if something is good on your continent, you should be proud about it. Right to Dream was formed 25 years ago. That academy have produced a lot of players. Notable among them is the guy that tormented. What's that? My favorite Super Eagles defender, Olaino, during the AFCON for Cote d'Ivoire. What's it called? Right to Dream Academy products. Let's say sometimes all these things. I'm coming. There is Mohamed Kudus. There is I'm trying to remember his name now. Oh God. You need to know something, they get all the information, they pay me, but there's a whole lot of them. Sangarabi was his name. Quite a lot of them like that have come out of the academy. So we visited their base, and because the children of the academy were underage, we were not allowed to film the children, but we had an interview with the academy director who talked about it. It's going to be out there by tomorrow evening. I hope that you guys, Simon Adingra, yeah, that's the name I was trying to remember. Simon Adingra is there. Mohamed Kudus, Mohamed Diomande, Mohamed Abu, Michael Tete, Maswell Walazi, Abdul Majid Waris, you remember him, Abu Dan Ladi, Adama Fofana, Bismarck Ajeboateng, Clinton Atwi, Colin Stano, Daniel Owusu, David Akam, Divina, Dominic Oduro, Edward Opoku, Emma Tomasi, Emmanuel Boateng, Emmanuel Team, Enoch Adu. Then they also have female players. They also have people that have gone from the academic side and gone to great universities in New York and other parts of the world. So when there, we had a sit down, and it was nice. And it's not one of our usual type of content, but I just felt like we should use that to celebrate them. So tomorrow evening, that content will be out on the channel. I beg you guys to watch it and drop your comment. I know it would encourage those guys. They've already been investing in it for 25 years. So it's not like, by tomorrow, if you don't do, then it won't go end. 7 p.m. tomorrow. You guys said that the 4 p.m. of the other one, the Mucha Adepoju was too early. So I'm bringing it down. The reason why I don't want to do 8 p.m. uploading our content is that eventually Champions League will start coming up 8 p.m. and you don't want to, find yourself there. But we'll see. Maybe we'll make it Friday. But by Friday, when it's Friday night football, it will also affect it. You don't want to put your content in a place where you're battling with a bigger brand. So that's why for now, 7 p.m. tomorrow, it will be out there. I'll still talk about it tomorrow anyway. The Right to Dream Academy, the Talent Hub, produced Mohamed Kudu, Saka, Simon, Adingra, and a host of others. You can join the live premiere by 7 p.m. tomorrow, and then join your comment. Just put in words of encouragement, appreciation for them. It will be very, very nice. Well, at this point, this is where I draw the curtain and move away from the studio. I have a full house. My sister and her 4 kids came in yesterday. We have stash, we have Ogwo soup. It's not an invitation. I'm just telling you. Ogwo soup, plenty fish, plenty meat, plenty everything in the house. Manga soup coming up today. I go fat. If you see me growing up, I know that if I had the combination of my wife cooking and my sister's cooking. So for the next 1 month, we have a full house. I'm sure you're hearing some noise in the background. That's how it's going to be. Do have a wonderful day. Please don't be a troublemaker. Don't be part of the problem. The person that sent me a question about the protest that I did not read, Samuel, I didn't read it because I don't think it is necessary. But we'll talk about it tomorrow, I guess. Do have yourself a wonderful day. Be the very best of who God created you to be. My name is Edafi Matthias. I'm going to come in the level on the sports. Bye. Bye.